The brain is an important part of your body, and even though you could be really intelligent, feeding poison directly to your brain isn't really effective. Discover how porn works on your brain. But before that, who am I? My name is Wesley, and my mission is to help young men, especially young entrepreneurs, with their porn addiction. I'm trying to prevent 100 men from killing themselves due to porn addiction. These are my type of videos, and if that interests you, make sure you subscribe. Also, do you ever feel like you're really lonely? Or maybe even that right now you're in depression. You don't have the motivation to do anything, you don't even feel like approaching someone you don't know. You don't feel like starting a conversation with anyone. If that's your case, you might want to check out the first link down in the description. Now let's continue directly with the video. It makes neurological changes. I have friends that sometimes forget to eat just because they are doing this porn addiction. They are going and fapping, and because of that, they're delaying their essential habits that they're supposed to do, like drinking like 4 liters of water, eating, and maybe even going outside to get some sun and get some vitamin D. So I know that for a fact that it once happened that one of my friends eat at like 7 a.m. his breakfast and didn't eat another time until it was 10 p.m. right before he had to go to bed. And he forgot to eat, but he forgot because he was fapping, and the fact that he fapped made him forget that he needed to eat. And that's really destructive behavior. And because of the dopamine that fapping creates, porn especially, this addictive behavior makes you prioritize your behavior that is addictive instead of prioritizing your essential activities, which is really not good for you. Also, for your brain, it's not good for cognitive impairment. For example, because right now you're usually getting the reward for your efforts 5 seconds after you just did the effort. And bear with me, you click on the video, you can almost directly watch the video, or maybe you have this ad, like this 10-15 second ad before you watch the video, but you can watch the video right after. So the effort that you had to put in is literally clicking on a video and start searching for the video. Sorry. So you're searching for the video that sometimes may take long because you're addicted. So you kind of already watched all the good videos, you feel like that. So now you kind of have to search for a special video, and that can take like 30 minutes to search for. So you search for the video. So that's the effort you have to put in, right? You scroll to search for the specific video that you know that you're going to fap on. Then you click on it. You maybe have to watch an ad, which is like 15 seconds of your life. And right after that, the reward is there. You can now fap, and the reward that your brain gets, the dopamine that it gets, is so high that it makes it like it's the biggest achievement you had in life. So imagine everything you did right now. Maybe you helped your parents with things, everything that could be fulfilling for you. Fapping makes it so that it's way more accomplished, like a way higher feeling of accomplishment than doing all of this. And you get this big feeling of achievement just from clicking like 3 times on the screen. So that thing is really crazy. And the fact that you get that after like maybe 15 seconds of effort makes your brain acknowledge the fact that with 15 seconds of effort you can have big rewards. And when that is transposed to your everyday life, it makes your brain wonder why after these same 15 seconds you're not already receiving the big rewards. So for example, you're at school right now, you have to listen to your teacher, and your teacher is explaining things, and you know that teacher talks for like hours, and sometimes the half of the class is not even important, they're just talking about random things. But imagine your brain right now which is used to listen 15 seconds before having these big rewards, this big video that you can tap on. Now he has to wait for an hour to get one important information noted down, and the other like 55 minutes are like wasted. What impact does it have on your brain? So focusing on a task for 1 hour without receiving any rewards is really hard when you're used to getting rewards after only 5 seconds of effort. And that's giving you something called instant gratification, which makes it really hard to concentrate on a task and focus on that same task for hours and hours, which is things that you should do in life. You don't work 1 hour and get $20,000. You work 8 hours to get like $100. And those 8 hours you had to work really hard. But because of your addiction to porn, this makes it really hard to concentrate. I'll need you to visualize this right now. Close your eyes and think about what happened right before you want to go and fap. So right now you have these urges, you want to go and fap. But what made you think that? Was it because you thought you were stressed and you think that fapping will resolve that stress? Do you felt like you had anxiety and you think of fapping to porn as a solution to that anxiety? Or you're kind of bored right now and you think that your boredness will be resolved by you going and fap. Sometimes that's really what's happening. You think that the solution to your problem that you're facing right now is porn. But porn creates that problem and is a temporary solution for your problem. And let's take one example just so you can get the idea straight. You're in your room right now. You just came back from school. You have no homework, no nothing to do. You don't even have an exam coming, right? You're like in the middle of October. You have nothing right now. And you're kind of bored. You already played your game like 2 hours today. You don't feel like playing again. You have nothing on your phone. It's been like 1 hour you're on Instagram and there's nothing popping up. You're kind of bored right now. You don't even know what to do, but you can't just sit on your chair and wait. You have to do something, right? And you feel like, oh, but if I just go and fap right now, I will have so much fun and it will make me do something so I won't get bored anymore. That's like the reasoning that you have on your brain before you go and fap, for that example. So you grab your phone, you grab your setup, you go on the bathroom and you fap. You come, you go straight back on your room, and now what are you doing? You still don't have anything to do. You are still bored. You don't have nothing new to do. Maybe that fapping they took up like 1 hour of your time. Okay, for 1 hour you had something to do. But now that this hour is past, what are you doing? Are you going to go straight back at your chair and just wait again? Or are you going to find something better to do? Maybe that you could take 10 minutes to go and meditate. You could start working on your business. You could prepare your exam in advance. You could go and study. You could talk to your friend. You could manage to plan something like going to the cinema. There's a lot of things that you can do, but you chose for yourself to go and fap. And the fact that you chose to go and fap makes it an addictive behavior that each time that you feel like you're bored, you will have the feeling, the urges to want to go and fap. And I take especially the boredness, but I could do this example with everything and every trigger and everything that makes you want to go and fap, because this is like a big thing that makes people addicted to porn. They think that porn is a solution to their problem that they're currently facing, but porn isn't a solution. Porn is the problem that makes your problem right now harder to resolve. And I heard this quote, which is, porn don't fill a void, it creates it. It also alters your stress response. If you think about it, okay, let's imagine this right now. Your brain just received like so much dopamine that right now he kind of needs to calm down, and that's why you're having this big crash right after coming, because you receive so much dopamine that right now you have to relax because it's too much dopamine and you're not on these levels of dopamine usually. So you have to calm down a bit, and that's why you're having this crash. Your body is forcing you to calm down because it's not used to these so high levels of dopamine. And when you calm down, this alters your stress response because now your brain is kind of in his own paradise. He's at the top level dopamine he could have right now, and it's not even an healthy level of dopamine anymore. Like, you're beyond the healthy level. You have too much dopamine right now, and that's why your body tells you that you have to have this crash right now in order for you to stay like normal, because it's unhealthy otherwise. And so I have this analogy for you, which is when you're in a good mood, right? You're full happy right now, you just received a really good news, something like that. It's way easier for you to accept things that otherwise would have bothered you. For example, I don't know, you're a father right now and you have this car. Okay, no, I'll take an example that will talk more to you. Right now, you just bought yourself a car, right? You're like 19 or 20. You saved all of your money to buy yourself a car. And you do that, your little sister, which is 17, just had her driver's license. And she needs a car to practice on. And she asks you if she can drive your car. Some might say yes, some might say no. But let's take the example where you say no. So you say to her, oh no, I just bought it like with all my money, and I know that you don't have the money to pay back if you broke it. Let's say, for example. So you say no. But if you're really happy right now, and she come and ask you, hey, can I drive your car? You have way more chances of saying yes, because you're kind of happy right now. You're in a good mood, and you don't really think about what she's going to ask you. You're just like, oh yeah, I'm living life to the fullest. So you're kind of more inclined to say yes to her. And that's the same principle that arrives with your brain. When you're on this high dopamine, it's way more easier for your brain to don't care about little things such as controlling your emotions. So what happened is that if right after you fapped, and you're constantly fapping every day, that's why you have this addiction, right? So you kind of never have your full control of your brain for your emotion. So it's way more easier for you to develop like depression, anxiety, and bad feelings. But let's say right now you have stress and you have to manage your stress. Some people are super good at managing their stress, and others are way less able to. Right now you have a big stressful event that comes, and you have to make a decision. What is the decision you're going to make if every day you're going and fapping? Are you more prone to don't really care about the decision? So your brain will not have his full focus on the decision because right now he's in a high. He's feeling like, oh, I'm on top of the world right now. So yeah, I know that my sister just asked me, for example, $10,000, but like right now I just made 100,000. So like, what's 10,000, right? And you just gave her the 10,000, and right after there's something that happens, and $90,000 of yours you have to pay something. So now you have $0 because you just paid 10,000 to your sisters, and the other 90,000 just disappeared. But if you weren't fapping, maybe you could have prevented this situation from happening, or you could have made a better decision. And that's like a petty example. So yeah, because you're in a good mood, it's way easier to let go of your control emotion, and it's way easier for your emotions to control you. And that's when bad decision happens. When you're arguing with your wife, for example, or your girl or something, and you're feeling kind of angry and the tension is bumping up, it's way more easier for you to say something that you will regret later. Then when you're super calm and right, you have full control of everything. When you're calm, you feel like you have so much time to think about everything and make always the right choices. But when there's tension and you're arguing with your wife, sometimes you say you insult her or something, and you know that you will never, but because of the tension, you just did. And that thing would have never happened if you had full control of your emotion and you were calm. But the good point to all of this is that it's not over. It's not because you were once addicted that you will be addicted to all of your life. And it's not because once you kind of destroy your brain, you fed him poison, that he's going to be poisoned all of your life. There's a way to quit all of this, and if you successfully stop completely using porn, your brain will heal itself. Because when you finally stop watching porn, all these bad benefits that I just talked about are going to disappear a little by little. But even if I say this to you, don't wait and think, oh yeah, I'm going to quit in like 10 years. And until that moment, I will kind of fab the more that I can. Like, that's the wrong mindset. I'm saying that because everything's not lost. You can still manage to heal your brain, and that's a good thing to do. But don't wait. Take the action now to finally quit this porn addiction. Because I don't see the point in you continuing on destroying your brain, even though you know that it's destroying your brain, right? I'm telling you all of this in every video. I'm telling you the bad benefits and what happens when you quit and everything. But I see that nobody is really taking the action. And that's what makes the difference between those that will get out and those that will get stuck and stay in this porn addiction, is those that takes the action. It takes action taker to finally quit. And the people that just watch videos to listen but not really take action, it's like you wasted your time. Would you really like right now to have wasted 20 minutes of your life watching this video? I don't think so, right? You would prefer to have watched it for a good reason. But if you don't take action right now in your recovery journey, this full video and every video that you watch concerning porn addiction is wasted, because you're not taking any action. You're just watching to watch. And I'm trusting you. I know that you're someone that is good, that is trying to get better, and that is trying to finally quit your addiction. That's why you're watching these videos. So because you're in this journey, I'm telling you, the biggest thing that you can do to help you is really take action. Start your journey towards quitting your porn addiction. That's what you're going to get you free. The first step is always the hardest. Taking the action to finally decide that right now you want to quit is the hardest part. Once it is done, you have to quit, and after you quit it, you have all the benefits. Now you take it easy and everything's good. I want you to get to that point where everything is good, but in order for you to get to that point, you have to first take the first action, which is to finally decide to quit. And if you're decided to quit, I have something for you. I will help you all the way. But you have to take this decision. So it's up to you. On that, take care of yourself.
Mwah.